Alright, we are at the Shipwreck Cafe. It's one of our favorite places to grab food. They got barbecue, burgers, meat, fish, stuff like that. So we are going to grab, I think we're going to grab an order of baby back ribs and fries and a burger and fries and go ahead and split those two between the two of us. I want to say I really like the decorations here. They've really captured the shipwreck look, as you can see. Just kind of looking around of the whole place. Although the line queue is kind of odd, to say the least. It's got a very zigzag line if you follow it all the way through, even when there's barely any people. So no need to show you the restaurant. You can kind of see it's designed like a cave, an underwater cave, sort of, with kind of shipwrecks on it.
It's supposed to be an bird's eye going inside a ship.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Oh yeah, because you can see the top stack right there kind of upside down. Okay. Alright, well, we'll come back to you with food. Okay, this is just kind of a side note, but we both noticed that they have two full sets of dining or cooking areas, and only one of them is open. And you've got this big crowd here. It seems to me that somebody should consider opening that side up, unless they're just kind of understaffed today or something, which is possible. As the name implies, we are sitting right over the Shipwreck Rapids ride, as we are here at the Shipwreck Cafe. You can see the ride coming in right here a little bit to kind of give you a clearer view of the ride there. Kind of right down there. Give it just a second. You might have somebody come through. But anyways, we have gotten baby back ribs along with fries and fresh vegetables. This ran us about $20, and the burger ran about $12.99. So, you know, it's a little bit pricey, but it's not bad. We'll let you know what it tastes like a little bit. We did the burger without cheese. By default, it comes with cheese. And then you design the burger bar, design the burger yourself via the burger bar.
Well, the show's probably not going to be the good.
Here's the Shipwreck Cafe. So while we're on our way to our next destination, what do you think of the food?
It was pretty good. I mean, can't complain about an amusement park.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, we tend to found that we found that the food was a little plain, but it was pretty good on the scale of amusement park food. Wasn't too bad, but if you're expecting claim jumper ribs or Farmer Boy's hamburger, you'll be disappointed. But again, that's not why you come to amusement park. So, all right, well, we will head to our next destination, and we'll catch back up with you in just a bit. All right, we're at the Orca show. We're going to get started in just a bit. We actually really wanted to be early, and we're still sitting up pretty high, as you can see. I'll stand up since there's no people in here yet and just kind of show you. Well, the show hasn't started, I should say. And we're still kind of high up, but
you can see an Orca back there.
Yeah, this facade looks a lot different than it did back when I was here. I think I saw this show as a kid, and it's a lot different now. We've gone more with a forest theme. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think it's the Pacific. Let's see if we're correct. All right, I take Digi Foxcat on that one. She gave me that one. Say it's both. Alright, I'll come back to you I don't want to waste too much film on this part.
One interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning more about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this orca encounter will help you better understand these magnificent creatures and all.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near coastal lines. Physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. White bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Wonder. And a 29-year-old female named Orchid is going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for catching a quick breath at the surface. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like they're in that white patch, but that's a visual distraction. They're actually located just in front of that near the corners of their mouth, camouflaged from thrashing prey. The fin on top of her back is called the dorsal fin. The dorsal fin helps stabilize the whales as they swim and also helps regulate their body temperature. The flippers on either side of their body are their pectoral flippers. Pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside them, just like the human hand, and they are used primarily for steering and stopping. The lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes. The tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them at speeds of up to almost 28 miles per hour. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling their almost 10,000-pound bodies out of the water.
social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales. How much water is displaced unless you experience it firsthand. Luckily, Isabella has volunteered to feel the power of the waves created by the whales. All right, Isabella, go ahead and have a seat. Sit all the way back. There you go. Perfect. Looks like you're already wet, so you're ready to go. Hold on tight. Isn't it a nice, warm 55-degree water? And it looks like Kalia is going to make her way around. So hold on tight so you don't become that seal. Here she comes. She's going to be speeding around at 28 miles per hour. Oh, looks like she is joined by Ulysses. One more. You guys are good. You're doing a great job holding on. Come on around this way. Thank you so much for helping us show the power of the killer eyes of blue whale in the wild. It's porpoising is when the whales swim fast at the surface, breaking out of the water briefly.
All right, so we just got out of the orca encounter. What was your thoughts on the orca encounter, hun?
Interesting, very educational.
Yep, same here. Very educational and interesting, but the actual tricks that the orcas did, after about 5 different tricks, it seemed to be the same thing, but that's to be expected, because that is highly intelligent for an animal to be able to do that many on command. And to be able to demonstrate a lot of their hunting techniques too. So here is a better view of manta for those that are curious. Alright, we are headed to the Sky Tower right now. We're only a few feet away, so that's why it looks so high. So we're going to get in line and maybe give you some nice views from the top of the Sky Tower. You can see it coming down right now. Alright, here we go. We'll be on in just a couple minutes after they take our picture.
So you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the view of SeaWorld San Diego.
Welcome aboard the SeaWorld Spirit. For your safety, please remain seated at all times and no smoking, please. SeaWorld San Diego.
Alright, we're on the Sky Tower right now,
1964,
making our
founded on the principles
ascent.
of education, entertainment, and conservation. More than 50 years later, SeaWorld has become one of the most popular marine parks in the world, featuring 29,000
We're not
animals.
that far from the
Did you
top
know that
now.
SeaWorld has rescued more than 7,000 marine mammals and more than 8,000 birds since opening over 50 years ago? Working in partnership with state, local, and federal agencies, SeaWorld rescue teams are assisting wild animals that are orphaned, ill, injured, or in need of expert care. Their goal is to give all rescued animals a second chance at life and return them to the wild. Feel free to explore more about our rescue efforts at SeaWorldCares.com. We are proud to inspire all generations with our incredible shows that are sure to entertain and also educate you about our animals and their spectacular capabilities. Enjoy high-flying dolphins, magnificent pilot whales, and the connection we share with them at Dolphin Amphitheater. You won't want to miss the hilarious antics of Sea Lions at Bob, Seymour, and Opie Otter at Sea Lion and Otter Amphitheater. Make sure to visit our talented dogs, cats, and yes, even pigs in their backyard at Pets Rule.
Yeah, that is our.
There we go, we've started dropping.
We're not connected. Yeah, we are. No, we're not.
See the parking lot.
We have now reached the top of the Sky Tower and are hovering at a comfortable altitude of 300 feet. From here you'll be able to see several park landmarks, including Manta, Wild Arctic, Dolphin Point, and Explorers Reef. This year, SeaWorld is adding to that list of landmarks, as we are in the middle of our largest expansion in history. We are proud to introduce 3 all-new exciting adventures for the entire family to enjoy. Orca Encounter, SeaWorld's new behavioral-based orca experience, is created to inspire and educate audiences about the majesty of killer whales. It highlights SeaWorld's continued commitment to conservation, research, rescue, and protection of orcas in the wild. We have also unveiled Ocean Explorer, a new 3-acre realm combining multiple aquariums, exciting rides, and new digital technologies. And finally, the tallest, fastest roller coaster in SeaWorld San Diego's history will rise from the seas. Electric Eel, a multi-launch coaster, will make its way into the skyline. Standing at 150 feet tall, it will have high-energy twists, electrifying loops, and inversions as it welcomes brave riders beginning summer of 2018.
It's all right.
Here at SeaWorld, our shows and attractions aren't the only things that are inspiring. With our unprecedented lineup of seasonal events, there's always a good reason to come back and visit all year long. Making its return, the SeaWorld 7 Seas Craft Beer and Food Festival will take place on select dates in March and April. Treat your culinary senses to a delicious journey that celebrates the craft of food, beer, and wine as your palate experiences new culinary surprises that are sure to transport you around the world. Coming this May, we will welcome the brand new Sesame Street Parade. Rolling through the heart of SeaWorld, Elmo, Big Bird, Abby, and all of your Sesame Street friends are coming to San Diego to dance, sing, and play. The Sesame Street Parade opens in May and will run weekends through summer. We hope that you've enjoyed your ride on the SeaWorld Sky Tower. We are just about at ground level now. Please remain seated until the capsule has come to a full and complete stop, and you have been asked to disembark.
Our next show is Pets Rule at 4 o'clock, located at the Nautilus Amphitheater.
Alright, we've just come back in and we're docking. Alright, as you can tell, we're back on the ground. So I always like that because it's a nice overview of the park, so to speak.
You can see quite a way.
Yeah, you can see out to the harbor or the Gulf. Is that a bay or harbor? Gulf?
Bay.
Bay?
Mission Bay.
Yep, and then you get a nice view of the whole, other than the railings, you get a nice view of the whole park.
Yeah.
So, alright, well I think we're going to head off to the Arctic now. Right?
Yep.
Head off to the Arctic. I'm sure they will not let me do this in the simulator, and I probably wouldn't want me making you guys sick. So, I think we're going to ride the simulator.
They're showing you what the electric vehicle's going to be.
Yep.
Over here.
All right, so right here, for those of you who are interested in, here is a view of the electric eel, the vehicle that they're going to have before I turn off. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to be the tallest, fastest roller coaster. And it's going to accelerate more than 60 miles per hour based on the signs there. So you guys may find it to be interesting. And it looks like it's supposed to come in this summer. So let's head off to the Arctic then. All right, we're going to do the walkthrough because the line looks pretty bad. So we'll just show you so we're going to do the walkthrough exhibit, which means they show you a version of the film if you want to.
Just like the ride, but you hold still. Just like the ride, but you hold still.
We made it! This is Base Station Wild Arctic Midway. This is White Tiger.
Yep, this is where the non-motion route meets the motion route is down here. And for those that are interested in just coming down,
I hear belugas.
yep, and who are motion sick, this is a really good alternative. There is the depots where the rides get off, there and there. You can see both.
And there's like nobody here. Over on this side.
Yep. I'm gonna head down. It is beluga feeding time.
Look at them! Woo! See, once you climb up like that, one kid behind you, that's the one.
tortoises are probably deeper down in the water. Some more of their decorations. I just love the scenery down here as you come down. They've made it look like an Arctic base. Alright, so this is Rant Robin. Overall, I feel like today was pretty successful. This was more of a scouting trip than our normal outings, where we do more of the, where we would do a little bit more of the rides. For instance, last time we came, we did Manta, stuff like that. Today was more just a scouting trip. When we saw the crowd coming in the gate, we figured that there was no point in trying to do all the rides, and we ended up doing the exhibit. At the last minute, we decided not to do the Arctic simulator, but to just do the walkthrough entrance for it.
It said 10 minutes, but that was a really long line for a 10-minute wait.
And this isn't the first time we've come by that and it said 10 minutes and it's obvious it's not 10 minutes. So they probably need to work to update the minute
That
queue.
was pretty accurate, and that said it was about 30-minute wait when we managed to get past the entrance.
Yep. So overall, feelings for today?
It was a fun day. Got to see more of the shows. Sometimes you miss the shows because it's hard to plan them in.
Yep, and especially if we're planning for my parents, they really like the shows.
Yeah, they were
a lot.
getting the feel for them.
Yep. We're kind of getting a feel for the shows, just to kind of be able to better tell my parents who might be watching this what kind of shows are good. And this video can actually be used to kind of show, because I took some quick snapshots of some of the shows a little bit too. So one thing we did not do as much this time was to actually look at the close encounter touch tanks that they have. Which I know, which are mostly mantas and stuff like that, but I think overall. Yep, and again, thank you to my Canon Vixia camera. This is the first time using it, so we don't know what to expect right now, at least, because we haven't uploaded or edited or put it on, but it should turn out pretty good. So for now, this is Rant Robin.
And Gigi Foxcat.
And we'll catch you some other time.